We got ourselves team 1 together with Bad Mana? I actually like Bad Mana as a fire mage. Oh my goodness. I kind of like that Mog. I think it looks pretty good. We got ourselves Fake Taxi in the back. Let's see, he's going to be going last. We got ourselves Mavni as a Feral Druid. We got Thew. Look at you go through these boys. Is that like a transmog or is that like an actual set? I'm not even sure. We got ourselves Toxic. Going to be up first as Assassination Rogue. We got ourselves team 2. We got Ava Maria on the Hordy Paladin. We got Anto Bodan going to be first up as a Death Knight. We got Deddy over in the back. We got Krom. We got Sajira on that team as well. It looks like Anton getting sapped up with a quick CC. Toxic opening up with a Garrod. Getting some bleeds up, but looking to disengage pretty early versus Anton. Anton rolling in with him Chain of Ice sprint to break Toxic out of the slows. The Chain of Ice will reapplied all over again. But he's trying to use this sprint in order to at least just waddle away from Anton. Anton getting the Army of the Dead joined in as invasion's out for Rogue. This way Anton does not want to touch this Rogue. Shadow Step by Toxic. Get a shot into Anton with a Vendetta. Sepsis Burst is going to be immediate AMS. That's going to be Toxic Invasion falling off in a bit. Anton might be able to actually have a response. Going to yoink Toxic back and over. It's going to be Coconuts for Toxic after trying to go for that Night Fae Blink. That's going to be a quick blind onto Anton. Dotted up. That's going to be the pet chasing after him. It's getting slowed. And Toxic is going to use the pet to build up calm points off of it. Anton sacrifices the pet, let it explode. Death and Decay where Toxic is at, so should be able to keep him in combat with the pet spawning in right next to the Rogue. The Rogue is still dotted up. Dark Transformation. Rogue could be in big trouble. Stunned by the pet. Could maybe be stunned by the Death Knight. Toxic just kind of hovering next to Anton. Does him with the disarm. The Death Knight doesn't necessarily need weapons. He got himself the big pet up. And pet is just cloven right through Toxic and just devours him, taking meaty chunks out of the Rogue. Looks like the Rogue dropped down the grenade. Martyrdom trinket at the very end. Just tried to see if it might be able to take Anton down with him, but couldn't. Mav is up next, sending a huge set of bleeds. Anton's just taking all these massive dots back to back into the south bar. Has plenty of runic power to survive it for now. The massive bites by Mavni while they got themselves Berserk rolling in. Gonna be the Army of the Dead. Gripping hand, stun into Mavni. Could be in big trouble. Grip again. It's gonna be tricking it. I think. I don't even know what the tricking at this point. Is another grip. Does not get the other grip. Anton is just slowly chasing after Mavni. The Army of the Dead is closing in. Mavni might get yoinked around the corner. Does avoid it. And it's going to be a bear for him. Got himself as much recovery as possible. Looking to get himself a regrowth. First aid for Anton, but down as soon as the bleeds fall off, Mavni tried to see if he can disrupt it. Full runic powers ready for Anton. Has a trick in case things go bad. Chain of Ice under Mavni. Cyclone trying not to get interrupted. Actually trying to get interrupted as the flash cat comes out. Anton can't really do much about it. Looks like Anton is disengaging. Maybe trying to go for his own flash cat if possible. Slowing down Mavni as the Pharaoh leaps right over. Going to be a maim. Trick it out for Anton Badan. Has full bar runic power. Can heal. The harder Mavni hits him, the harder Anton Badan can heal. It's going to be Spell Warding, giving him a little bit of survivability. Stun onto Mavni as the Army of the Dead joins in. Thorns is still up on the Pharaoh. Could be bad for Anton Badan. Does have Dark Pact in case he needs to. It's going to be actually not the army joining in. I think it's just the tier set procking. Has the army available in case he needs it. Could go for a Death Pact in case he wants to. AMS available in case he's gotta. And Mavni's looking to see if they could peel away from the Death and Chain of Ice, slowing him down, but the power shifted out of the Pharaoh, keeping him moving. That's going to be a quick restun onto Anton. Might have to go for big defenses here. IBF coming back up very soon. Dark Pact getting used right now just to give himself a little bit of bolster health. Try not to heal himself for now while he's necrotic out. The Army of the Dead try to swing around the corner. Mavni is going to try to build some calm points off of these things as he's going for big brutal slashes. Every single one of those pets getting crit. I think it built up a brutal slash up to full calm points. The pet, the ghoul, Dix does explode next to Mavni. Sacrifices Anton Badan, looking for a bit of a recovery. Flesh kept used up in order to coalesce a shield around the caramelizing. In green, just menacing might around the Death Knight. And broken out very quickly, but Mavni gonna be the swarm joining in for Anton Badan, stinging at Mavni, empowering the damage from the Dark Transformation pet. Gonna be that execute. Mavni could be in big trouble. Actually, might just be going down. Oh, it's Anton Badan just slamming the druid into the ground, taking him down. Oh, those blades couldn't hold this guy down at all. He does Lichborn, I think, trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of healing. And Bad Man is going to be right next to the Death Knight. Quick and Viz, hit him with a breath, and it's gonna be a polymorph. Antibadan maybe could use his pet to stun bad mana as he got himself full combustion ready to go. IBM can use for Antibadan, trying to reduce as much damage as he can. That's gonna be a buff to that AMZ. AMZ actually giving him a huge protection buff versus bad mana's cooldowns. It's having to walk out of the AMZ, but he's looking for that big health recovery. Build himself up a little bit of that runic power. That's a lot of big death strikes. Bad mana got himself a little bit of a... Hey, wait, was that a resolve trinket by bad mana, or was that into Badan's resolve trinket now? I'm wondering. I saw resolve go down. I didn't know who dropped it. I didn't see it fast enough. Ring of Frost to try to surround the death there, but looks like he's going to be able to go for a stun. Trinket on bad mana. That still is dipping kind of low. That's how Ice Block and Cauterize, so it should be okay. Trying to see if he can freeze Anton, freezing the pet. That's going to be another gold join in as an Executor's right on bad mana. Does dive into Ice Block to get himself a little bit of recovery. Separating that Ice Block to apart from the Cauterize is super crucial as a mage if you're trying to create a little bit better survivability. It's very crucial. This way, you're able to give yourself a little bit more healing. Bad mana, they're taking a lot of damage, though. It does have all the time. That's why Antibadan was just kind of waiting away, just hovering away from the guy. Go for that pet stun to disrupt the breath polymorph. Just take it in. Those death goes back to back. Grip it in. Just try to disrupt bad mana as best possible. Get a Cauterize out. Does he get the execute, though? Bad mana could be big trouble. That's his survivability. Trying to shoot your power, but as he just dies, Seed Pod is going to take him down, but try to give him that recovery. If Antibadan can just destroy the Seed Pod fast enough, sitting in the death calls, glowing shadows, is it going to be enough? Does take down the Seed Pod. And the mage just couldn't find himself the recovery that he needed. Theus is going to be up next. Fleshcrafted, going for them spikes, man. The Antibadan is dealing with so many bleed classes. I mean, it's an Outworks, it's not really that class, but adding that extra Necrolord spike, I mean, that bleed is also going to do quite a bit of consistent damage over time. Stun onto Antibadan. Theo might actually be thinking about popping a defensor here. The Army of the Dead is actually doing quite a lot of work. Got himself big pistol shots versus Antibadan. I'm not sure what kind of build is he playing as I mean, I know Necrolord, but like, I wonder if he's playing Blunderbuss or Between the Eyes. Gonna be a stun to Theo. Might want to go into Vanish. Went to hiding for a second. Cloak of Shadows. The pet does walk away from Anton for just a second, but Theo is still not out of the fight. Oh, I think it might have got Soul Reap. But Taxi left over for the team one. The Affliction Warlock has to play this as carefully as possible versus Antibadan, and Anton is walking into this one. Actually, maybe Antibadan is the one that needs to play this carefully. He doesn't have a lot of I guess he got defenses. Never mind. Offensively, he is a little behind though, but every defense is available. Wait, this could actually be good. And Fake Taxi not playing the Resolve Trinket, playing the Relentless instead. So he's going to sit CC and I think interrupts a little bit less. This is going to be interesting. I wonder how many casters, it looks like even the mage didn't even go Resolve. I wonder how many casters in general are dropping the Resolve Trinket altogether now that it's no longer makes you immune to interrupts. Gonna be a full Army of the Dead joining in. Anton trying to see if he might be able to get these pets to coalesce around Taxi. Taxi does get everything dotted. If he can get himself a full drain, he might be okay. That's Bolt on too, but it looks like Taxi just goes down as he just gets absolutely mauled. Oh my goodness. All they did to Warlocks is remove Demon Armor, and that's 120% armor gone. And Anton just got clawed right through. Jesus, he was gonna try to go for a big old death bolt there. I think he had himself the biggest go possible. That came out of nowhere. That just happened all at once. Demon Armor rips are worse than I thought. Yeah, I think you literally have to play that Drain build or some Taxi, like you said before. Like I said last week, you might have to start playing like a Drain build and Drain really early on. Damn. That was quick. God. All right, let's get another going, boys.